Welcome to the Worst of the Riot podcast. Coming up, which restaurant is using OnlyFans in a surprising way to try to save their business?
Also, Hudson's Valentine's Day chocolate secret has the ladies in a frenzy. And more on the Worst of the Riot podcast.
You won't hear a show like this anywhere else. And that's probably for the best. The Worst of the Riot, Radio U.
It's time for some conspiracy theories. And per usual, this one's a doozy.
I bet so.
Multiple pilots described seeing UFOs forming triangles to air traffic control in Canada. This wasn't just one person. This was many pilots over the course of a night.
Ooh.
Seeing and describing similarly these exact same floating type UFO-like things.
And this happened, what, earlier this week?
Yep. And I do have audio of one of the pilots talking to air traffic control, asking
Let's hear this.
if there was supposed to be something flying in the night.
R7062, go ahead.
Yeah, is there any active military airspace just like north of Winnipeg?
No, nothing I'm aware of. You said north of Winnipeg?
Yeah.
No, not right now.
Okay.
I love the little, okay.
Yeah.
And then this is just a cut of about 13 minutes of back and forth between air traffic control and multiple pilots, all of them describing these flying objects in the exact same way. Triangles, multiple of them floating from side to side, back and forth, strange lights. This all happened about a week back, around January 19th.
Okay.
Some appearing as high as 100,000 feet in the sky. They were all over Saskatchewan in Canada. That's
nice
a fun
pronunciation,
one.
yeah.
You like that? And obviously, Canadian government has not commented.
Oh, come on.
But
Come
all these
on.
pilots, around 4:40 a.m., were all chiming into traffic control.
So these are pilots on what, like big airlines or
yeah,
like Air Canada or?
there were many. One was Morningstar Air Express, a cargo flight from Calgary to Toronto. Many a different, just regular old pilots saying,
Oh, so they don't have,
what the heck
they
is
don't have
this?
passengers, because that was my thing. Is like,
Yeah.
why is it all the pilots? What about like passengers getting videos out the windows?
It said at least 4 different pilots reported seeing the strange lights.
That's tough to deny, though. If I always think, though, with these types of things, my mind doesn't go to aliens. It goes to what is some Russian somebody or some Chinese, some other foreign country. What are they flying over top of Canada that we don't know about? Because that's what I think. But then again, aliens, I also think if they were going to go anywhere, or if we were going to find them anywhere, it'd be like Antarctica or like Arctic. So,
Canada isn't far off, though.
yeah, no, it's pretty far north.
And you think about Canada, there's not a lot of people up there. We just talked about how
A lot of
yesterday,
big empty space, yeah.
75% of Canada's population could fit inside of Texas.
Yeah.
So there's not very many people up there. A lot of room to land. It said there was around 6 of them just randomly flying in formation at a high altitude in the middle of nowhere. And the one thing that I do like about it is the way they described it. They all called it in traffic control.
Yeah.
And they said, like, what, is there something supposed to be flying in the middle of the night? But the way they described it was, like, all in, like, these weird triangles.
Yeah.
Which usually when people try to describe UFOs, it's always like a saucer that's floating,
of
just like you would
course.
see in the movies.
Yeah.
But this one, whenever they say a different shape, I'm like, okay, they actually saw something.
Yeah. And all these different pilots all seeing the same thing. I don't know. I'm not a big UFO guy, at least not a big alien UFO guy, but it is raising an eyebrow. And Canadians, they're not lying.
Yeah, if this
I
was
trust
in the
Canadians.
Yeah, it